Let me know when you can hear me, all right, guys? I mean, I can always check, but then I'll get feedback over here if I play it here. Sound. Hey, Kettle, how you doing? We have audio. Yay!
Awesome.
Hi, Links. Yay! Okay, so sound is working. Thank you, guys. Hey, hi, Links. How you doing? Hi, Links. I'm into. Kettle, how you doing? Can she read comments right now? I couldn't until like 2 seconds ago. Hey Kettle, how you doing? All right, cool. Okay, we are go. All right, guys. So yeah, so let's do the introductions again. All right. So we are streaming from a Vietnamese restaurant here in Strathfield in Sydney, Australia. It's called
Mẹ ơi.
All right, okay. So I'm not Vietnamese. I'm very, very monotone. So just a round of introductions. This is Tanya, guys. Tanya was in one of my very early Twitch streams. All right, she was a co-host in a vegetarian broadcast because Tanya is actually vegetarian. So all the veggies here, say hello to Tanya. And this is Joe. Joe is the owner of this restaurant, right? And this is Terry. And this is Collins. Yeah, Collins. And you notice the boys are all wearing this t-shirt that says Satay Boys, all right? So we are actually going to be, these are the guys behind Satay Boys. I'll show you guys. All right, so they have, this is your first look, unless you were in Bankstown in Sydney over the weekend. This is the world's first, broadcast of the Satay Boys mild version, all right? Because this is the hot version, which I've tried. I haven't tried the mild one. The hot version, I have to admit, is like really, it's seriously hot, all right? So they put out the mild version. So what we're going to do, this is the box you're going to be getting, all right? We're going to have 4 lucky winners, okay? We're going to announce through the month of November, anywhere around the world, but the only criteria is that you have to follow me on Twitch, okay? So if you're watching this anywhere else apart from Twitch, it's twitch.tv/JackieMFood, and you're gonna get a box of that's gonna have 6 of these jars, okay? So this will make a fabulous Christmas present anywhere around the world. All right, guys. So 3 mild, 3 hot, and this is actually pronounced. It's not satay the way I pronounce satay. How do you pronounce it?
Satay.
Satay. All right. Okay. So Vietnamese satay has no. Woody man, how you doing? So many Vietnamese. All right. Has no peanuts in it. All right. Because everyone gets confused. I used to get confused as well. Why is it satay sauce when it's got no peanuts in it? It's not what you think of as peanut sauce. All right. Cocoa. What's that? Cocoa. What does that mean? Do you know? Hey, Edge of Night, how you doing? Good to see. Edge of Night, I'm gonna mention your giveaway that we had like a giveaway. We're constantly doing giveaways, and Edge of Night was one of 2 winners of my previous giveaway who didn't actually get their goods. Hey, Julie, how you doing? Jennifer, how you doing? Alvin, how you doing? But yeah, so Edge of Night, I'm actually going to be organizing your replacement giveaway. All right, the Kettle is super duper hot. Kettle, you kill me. Okay, cool. Guys, what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a social eating session here. So we're gonna show you some of the dishes that Mẹ ơi. Can you pronounce it? Mẹ ơi. No.
Just keep it simple.
Yeah, Mẹ ơi.
Mẹ ơi is right. Okay, mẹ ơi. Okay.
Mẹ ơi.
Mẹ ơi.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You got it.
Mẹ ơi. Alright, mẹ ơi. Okay. So mẹ ơi, guys, remember, in fact, I should make this giveaway, contingent on people sending their audio files pronouncing the restaurant name correctly. Okay, so we're gonna showcase some of the dishes that mẹ ơi actually serves over here. And I'm gonna get a sneak peek in the kitchen. All right, there's gonna be a world first. I promise you. Nobody on Twitch has ever broadcast from a Vietnamese restaurant kitchen before. I can promise you that. All right, prove me wrong. And then then we'll talk a little bit more about the giveaway before the end of this. Okay. So we've got the food ordered. Fabulous. Okay. And by the way, anyone knows what this is?
Vietnamese iced coffee.
Vietnamese iced coffee. All right. This is as good as Malaysian iced coffee.
What for drinks?
Drinks? I'll put my soursop shape.
Voodoo man.
They got nice shakes.
See, you know all this. Voodoo man, you're Vietnamese, aren't you?
They got nice shakes.
I think you're Vietnamese.
It's like a
Apple custard.
Coffee.
Like
Hey, hi, Links.
it's very nice.
This is great
And it's
coffee.
soury one. It's the
The
best.
condensed milk is
Yeah.
really strong, and it's got
Right.
condensed
But
milk. It's
is
the
that
only way I'll
100%?
drink coffee actually.
Oh, we figured out. Yeah, we're gonna get all brand new menus again next week.
And
but we're gonna
Hailing,
have-
speaking of coffee, and I know your fixation with tea, I was just rummaging through my kitchen the other day, and I found my. I told you about that Twinings special blend that I was going to send out to you. Totally space it out, but next time you win something, all right, I'll send it out to you.
Jackie, quick question. What do you feel like today?
Just, I guess.
What does everyone else feel like?
Yeah, what does everyone want to eat?
Oh, yeah. What do you want to see us eat?
So this is a pho restaurant here,
As a pho restaurant.
but we do serve rice here as well.
Rice, vermicelli.
And then you have like tomato rice as well.
We have tomato rice. Yes.
Actually, I might get you a bombasa. So this is different.
All right. So this is
Bombasa.
me,
not the-
me,
Bombasa.
all right.
With
the
jayo.
pork. With jayo.
Yeah, that's a good
Let's
one.
have a look.
The cold,
That's close
the
up.
cold noodles.
It's the best.
With vermicelli.
It's
Salt and pepper chicken ribs. That's the picture I posted overnight, actually. That looks really
this
intriguing.
one got photos.
I haven't tried it yet.
So these are ones with the photos. That menu's there.
Oh, okay, okay.
Pronounce things wrong. So it's like pho.
Pho. Yep. Yes.
And then
you
what
can.
about
So,
Bún. Bún. Bún.
all right. Here you go.
B-U-N.
there's
Bún.
also something called like bun.
Bánh canh.
You can see this.
We don't have that here. So that's the tomato rice. Terry's gonna get that one.
It's got the like the vermicelli.
Crispy
with,
chicken,
with
tomato
rolls.
rice,
It's the bomb.
That's nice.
chicken
Maybe
have
a
ribs.
little bit too
I was
much.
wondering that too.
Unless you can eat it.
So the chicken rib,
There you go.
it's got bone in it.
Yeah, it's got a single bone.
You can.
Single bone, but it's like having a chicken wing with the one bone. That's the way it is. So, but
All right.
we'll bring some out. You can try some out. You try some
Oh,
out.
yeah, the
I didn't
chicken.
try. I saw someone have it.
The
Yeah.
chicken ribs.
Chicken ribs.
Yeah, very nice.
How about we just order a little bit of
Yeah,
everything?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, let's share everything. Yeah, good idea.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be very vegetarian today.
You're off duty today. You're off duty.
Yeah?
I said in my blog post, like when she joined me in my broadcast, I say, oh, she's not a very strict vegetarian. She was like, oh, I thought it was just so funny.
I can go like 3 months without eating meat, but then I'm like, oh, I'm here now. I might as well join in. I don't want to just sit here and eat my vegetables.
Don't hold it against her, right, guys? I'm quite fond of quail. Yeah, me too, actually.
Vegetarian for like 8 years, and then I went back to it. But like, I'm not.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Kettle is like, oh, it's quite funny one day when we were doing a live stream, because every Saturday night we do a community campfire chat, but I basically read out like stories, like creepy stories, just to kind of like get people in the mood, like so they're around a campfire.
Right.
And then people will just join in and kind of like say hello and whatever. And then this guy called Kettle, right, he's here now.
Yeah.
See, what's that say?
Taco. What is that?
I'm the worst person for Vietnamese.
Oh,
I'm an
no. You guys are all
Joe-
half-baked Vietnamese.
Same with my
I'm an
Cantonese.
Aussie. I was born in
These are
Australia.
Cantonese.
We're the same with our Cantonese.
Oh, really?
We're
Okay.
like
Halfway.
something like this.
My Vietnamese is like a 5-year-old kid. So.
Oh my god, see Voodoo Man? Yeah, Kettle. Yeah. So this guy called Kettle, right? He shows up in my chat and he goes, what did he say? Just talking normally, and then he goes, because people ask, oh, where are you from, and all that. He said, I'm in Georgia. He said, Georgia in the USA? No, Georgia in Georgia, the country Georgia.
All right.
And then he goes, it's really scary. It's, there's a military out in the streets at the moment. I said, what military? So, he said, Georgia is in the middle of a civil war. I said, I didn't know that, right? And then he goes, my dad is a member of the resistance, so he's being targeted by the Russian military. And then he goes,
Telling you all about
yeah, he's telling us all that, right? And then suddenly he goes, "Oh my God, the military! They started they started firing." And then people were saying, "Are you okay?" He said, "Yeah, oh my God," He said, "Oh, there's just bullet holes in my walls and all that." He said, "Oh my God, how my house been blown off?" And then he goes, "Oh, my dad's bleeding. I think he's dead," It just, and I said, I'm gonna hide under my bed and all that sort of stuff. So it just went on, and people were going, are you alright? And others are saying, why are you still online when all this is going on?
Just joining in on the story.
And then it's like two months later, caramel fish. I love caramel fish.
Oh, God. I know what you're talking about. Go. You know, the caramelized. The call.
So-
Yeah. Now I know what they're talking about. It's like
okay.
caramelized fish, yeah.
I
in a
love
pot.
that.
In a pot.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
And they usually do caramelized pork or fish.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
And then they caramelize the egg as well. So it's pork and egg.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the Vietnamese, traditional Vietnamese. Oh, it's very good.
I don't eat pork. I love the fish though.
Yeah, you do fish. You do fish.
I don't really eat fish.
Oh, don't you? Oh. But yeah, so 2 months later, after all this, right, he comes back online and people are going, so, Kettle, after he left, right, so I'm going to go, I'm going to take my dad to the hospital and all that. People were going, like, did we just get trolled? So are you just like playing some video game and just kind of like, and then he said, oh, he was going, don't say that to me, I find it really offensive, the Russians killed my mom a few years ago and now I need my dad and now he's got to go to hospital because his leg's been blown off and whatever.
Right.
2 months later we found out, yes, he did troll us.
Oh, really?
That was my best troll story yet.
Yeah, very creative.
I know,
Really
right? It was like,
He
and
really committed to it.
I know, and I was quite new on Twitch at the time because you don't know what the community is like, right? But other like Twitch veterans were buying into the story, are you okay, sort of thing, or or maybe you should, and all that sort of stuff. And in the meantime, people are googling like Georgia, sort of thing. And I was going on to like Wikipedia to find out about Georgia. While all this was going on, there's no mention about like Russian military and like human rights abuse and all that sort of stuff. It's like, Georgia's a nice place to visit. No, you're gonna go.
You've got plenty.
Was at war at that point. Yeah, I don't think it was, Hilings. And then like 2 months later, he comes back. He was like, I'm in Georgia. I moved to Georgia in the USA, so I think he was from Georgia in the USA all along, but he just made out he was in the USSR.
I believed it until my house got blown up.
You believed until my house got... Yeah, I know. See, Kettle, I was cynical all the way through, right? I was like, kind of like, okay, how do you respond to this? You don't want to be like, when they say, I think my dad just died and all the
In case it's real.
In case it's real.
All right.
You're like, yeah, good one, you're dying. Awesome.
Yeah, I
Should we
know.
send somebody?
Yeah. No, I didn't feel so bad. Other people fell for it too.
A lot of people probably wondering why is there shoes in the background.
Oh, why are there shoes in the background? Yeah. All right.
I'll
Explain this, please. I was wondering that. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Lynn over in. Hey, Sue, how you doing? Over in Facebook. Good to see you guys. Hey, Alan, thanks for joining.
Hey, Jordan. Really?
Hey, Joyce, how you doing? Hey, Fid, how you doing? All right.
Black, triple black.
That's for teens. Teens like boys.
Awesome.
I should have worn white ones actually.
Yeah, we had Jordan. Because our uniform for Sunday is Jordans. Red Jordans.
Really?
Yeah, red Jordan 5s.
But
I've
not
got my black Jordan.
I saw the Jordans.
I didn't even think of this.
You see, yeah, the shoes in the background. Or somebody who went to this restaurant thought you guys these shoes were for sale actually.
Oh, really? No. See, it's the love of basketball.
Yeah,
Joey's-
so,
Someone stole these. They'd only have one shoe then.
yeah,
Pretty much.
pair.
Pretty much.
I'm pretty sure we'll find them with the match.
Yeah, but they're all collectibles.
Would it do like a whole...
I bet this is the only Vietnamese restaurant in the world that has
In the
shoes
world.
Yes, in the
In
world.
the world. I'm very confident. I'm very confident.
See, this is all the world first, guys.
Yeah, and they're all collectors too, right?
Yeah,
Collectors.
all collectibles.
Yeah,
Collectible editions.
they're all collectors' shoes.
They've never been worn.
No.
So these shoes here, like for example, the one in the camera up there, that was produced about 6 years ago, roughly about there, and it's brand new. Like you won't be able to go to a shop and find it in the store.
Really?
There's a lot of people. It's just through social media community. Like there's a lot of collectors collect them and then they start trading them back in. So we thought that,
Shoes.
yeah.
Got friends that do
Hey
that,
Priscilla, hey Cole, how you doing? Hey Leanne.
and they never wear them, then they ended up being. So they also get them free sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
That'll be
We need that
Well,
as
you
well.
gotta start a band.
Yeah, I'm monitoring like all the interactions on my ThinkPad, right? but my broadcast is happening somewhere else.
Huh?
Hooray for dubious
Jordans.
What? This?
You got Jordan.
Tanya, you got good taste, man.
this is the Michael Jordan fan over here.
Hey, I just met another one over here. But
We've got the exact same
we got the
shoes.
same exact same shoes. What are the chances? Yeah.
Are you serious?
Should we like plan this?
Oh my
I
god.
know.
It's called,
You
hey,
got landed.
it's called the triple black Jordan 1.
I got it in
Wow.
Hawaii.
Wow.
Tanya, that's meant to be, man. I don't want to get another sauce so we can share.
Kismet.
Get on.
I'll get you guys to describe what's in the sauce. Who wants to talk? So this is the sauce, right?
It's
For the
on your
Gaibul.
laptop.
What's it called?
Gaibul, right? Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Gaibul.
Okay.
Gaibul.
Vietnamese rice paper rolls. They're really large, these ones. Yeah. Who wants to talk about this?
I'll let Joey talk about it.
I'll let you-
It's his restaurant, right?
I'm just here to eat because I'm pretty hungry, to be honest.
Actually, quite close. It's pretty much rice paper rolls wrapped with vermicelli, the lettuce, bit of lettuce,
Lettuce,
prawns,
prawns. I think there's pork in there as well. So
bit of pork in there.
There's pork in there as well.
Yeah, you get pork in this.
There's pork
Yes.
in
Okay.
there,
I'm
but there's a
getting this in-
vegetarian spring roll coming. I can get you.
yeah, we'll get one without pork.
That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get one with no pork.
All
Easily
right,
made,
okay.
easily made.
Look at
That's
that
how
smile.
that's how
Look at that
difficult
smile.
I am. I know.
Ah, that's alright. It's all good.
The
It'll all get eaten.
a more traditional satay there.
Yeah.
The
And this would be the bit of the hoisin.
It's like a hoisin
It's
base.
like a hoisin base with of course peanuts and bit of chili in there too.
okay, so hoisin base with peanuts and chili. Is it normal to have peanuts in this or?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
That's quite
Okay. Okay. Is this the only sauce they use for rice paper rolls, or
No,
do they
they
have
can
different
use them. They can
varieties?
use the number as well.
Yeah, they can use that. It's,
Oh,
but
okay.
majority of them, like probably about 80% of them, they will be using this type of sauce.
Okay, so 80% of them use this
Yeah.
hoisin-based sauce with a bit of chili and peanuts,
Yeah.
but some people do use it with the more traditional Vietnamese fish
The
dip,
fish sauce.
the
The
fish
fish
sauce
sauce.
dip.
Fish sauce.
It's like fish sauce and a bit of lemon juice and that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
right? So I'm learning this as I go along as well.
This one tastes. This one
Or you
actually.
need to put lemon juice in the fish sauce.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah, lemon juice or vinegar.
Oh,
I
really?
use a bit of vinegar,
Yeah, vinegar
but
works.
apparently I use the wrong type of fish sauce and the wrong
I'll
vinegar.
get my mum. Oh, actually, Joey's fish sauce. Yeah.
There you
take
go.
some home, mate. Yeah, take some home.
It's a good thing about me being mod. I'm a massive troll, so when a troll is for me, I can say, "Good, kettle." Yeah, you earn your keep as a mod on here. Yeah. So you're eating the veggie version of this as well? Are you happy to eat this? Or?
Yeah, there's veggie sprinkles.
Okay.
Vegetarian.
I don't mind trying some.
Yeah.
Go
Come
for
on.
it, yeah.
No, we're making a few vegetarian versions. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
so it's
okay,
vegetarian.
cool.
Yeah, so yeah, that's good. It's all good. So how long have you known each other?
On and off for like about 5 years, more than that. I think.
ages.
Yeah.
How did we even meet?
I'm trying to remember how Tanya and I met. Somewhere online, I think she commented something on social media.
Albert.
Alvin, that's right. I don't know if you guys, the Australians would know Alvin Kwa, who's a MasterChef finalist. I was actually in a TV show with Alvin.
Heard of his name?
I was in the Malaysia kitchen with Alvin Kwa.
Wow, vegetarian.
Vegetarian, guys. Let me take a photo of this. I'll take some photos so I
Wow,
can.
that looks really
I
good.
didn't know they did vegetarian.
Oops.
Yeah, that's all we have.
Oh, that's that.
This too. Let me just move
Wait,
this.
Oh yeah, that's
Chuck everything in, yeah?
What's that one?
this is the vermicelli. Yeah, that's why she was worried whether you can finish. So vermicelli spring roll with pork.
Is that like one size only?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. See, this place is
Really good value there.
this
That's
place is what you
amazing.
call value for money. Value for money.
Yeah. Look
Yeah.
at the huge serve of
But
this.
it's
Okay.
incredible.
So I know in the
Yeah.
past when I've got the
So it's got different types of
Me too.
meat and it's spring rolls
It's quite
and yeah.
big. Vermicelli.
And vermicelli underneath it.
Yeah.
And salad, lots of salad. The Vietnamese love their salads.
That's real cool.
It's real good. Yeah. And then
Not much
see, this is the
more,
traditional
that's
with the lemon. It's got lemon in there. Yeah, without the lemon, it's very salty. So once you put lemon in it, sugar.
My legs.
Yeah, fish sauce. Is it the Vietnamese one?
Vietnamese fish sauce.
So I think I use the Thai one.
Hi
Oh,
Winnie.
okay.
Hi Priscilla.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi Cole. Hi
Yeah,
Yan.
it should be okay. Yeah, they're
The one
both.
with the cuttlefish on the You know the one with the green leaf?
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just the balance between
And
sugar,
like you need
sugar and lemon.
So this is the
I just use vinegar.
Vietnamese
Okay.
nhục mão, right?
Nice
Which is
Favorite thing.
It's like scary.
which is the Vietnamese fish sauce. It gets quite confusing when you go to a Vietnamese restaurant. You ask for fish sauce, and they don't know if you want this or if you want the actual fish sauce in the bottle. I always get caught out like that.
So what's the name for it?
Nhục mão.
Mum?
Yeah. Nhục mão. There you go. I don't speak any Vietnamese at all, so that's a little bit.
Friend's mother-in-law gave me a coffee jar full.
Right.
And so I didn't realize it could last for like a long time.
Oh right.
And so when I went overseas and I
Yeah.
came back, I was like, oh, maybe I need to. I had a bit
Going to
left.
have to remember
Yeah.
this place when next go up to Sydney. Yeah, you do.
By then.
Yeah. No.
And my arm
When you
has
have
blown
this,
off.
if you put lemon, it preserves it.
Pity this isn't in
Lemon's a
Melbourne.
preservative anyway.
I know. When are you going to open up in Melbourne?
Oh no.
Maybe a restaurant?
The restaurant, yeah.
You're gonna speak to Joey about that one.
Okay, now I know.
That's a good idea, actually. We're getting a lot of feedback. People saying open up in Melbourne.
I know. Most of my Twitch followers, for whatever reason, the Australian ones are all over in Melbourne. Yeah.
Is this the only? There's more than this shop, right?
Mayo is on the main shop.
This is the main.
Yeah, this-
I thought
yeah,
there used
pretty
to be another one.
There was one in
in the city.
city. In the
Yeah.
city.
But I think they had a problem with leasing or something.
Yeah, with the
Oh,
lease.
really?
Yeah, the
Right.
lease.
But we'll make a comeback soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So there you go. Maybe in the city
I'm back
one
in the
day.
Because a lot of my family.
The
That's how I
best.
know
Oh,
that.
come on,
Oh,
Hai
really?
Links. Don't say that. You know that's not true, alright?
Yeah, we're planning to do a.
Hai Links is overcompensating
version.
because she's actually from Sydney herself originally. I don't understand. Hey Nissan, how you doing? Hey Winnie, how you doing? Love Vietnamese salad, looks yum. Yeah, but the fish sauce, yeah.
Everyone else is like, wait.
This is a Vietnamese fish sauce. It's like, oh.
I knew that was gonna happen. I was trying.
Yeah, comments were saying, oh, make sure you don't spill this on your ThinkPad.
You got a 1 or 2 dot.
Good thing about the ThinkPad is it's been tested as super durable. It's like the world's strongest laptop.
It's actually funny. You've got exactly. See, I talked about the road. That's my same ThinkPad as well.
Is
So I
that
use the
right?
same thing
Oh
too.
wow, how crazy is that? Oh,
I'll get some rice.
That's the chicken ribs.
Pepper rib.
that's the chicken ribs, alright? Chicken pepper ribs. Okay, I posted a photo from somebody else's serve the last time. But this is what it looks like. So it's chicken pepper, salt and pepper, is it? Chicken ribs?
Yeah, salt and
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Cool. Let me take a photo of this. But it's not actual chicken ribs though. It's like the chicken wings, is it?
What's that?
Is it? It's actual
Actually, chicken ribs.
Yeah, the ribs of the chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken have
You
ribs.
either do.
Yeah,
They
the
got
Oh
ribs.
my god, I just had the worst Tanya Strange moment ever. That was terrible. Erase that from your brain. Chickens have ribs.
Chicken have ribs.
So yeah, Lin, the
just collapse.
Vietnamese fish sauce, nhục mắm, is actually made
Easy
from
public now.
fish sauce and lemon juice or vinegar and sugar.
Probably enough.
And what else is in there? Yeah, it's a balance of sweet and salty and
Lemon, sugar,
spicy, chili.
Yeah, the
yeah.
the anchovy sauce. You know that
Yeah,
anchovy.
the bottle fish
Yeah,
sauce. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, so there you go. And it's very versatile. You use it across a lot of different dishes. And
You want to do coconut?
what's it? Twitch? What do you call it? Your mom. It's your It's your mom.
Okay, you just
Yeah.
having a rare.
Just a
Yeah,
normal
yeah,
red
yeah,
bit.
that'd be great. Thank you. All right, there you go. Say grace, everyone.
Serious.
All right, here you go. Ribs. All right.
So it's like having a chicken wing.
All right.
One bone.
All right.
Yeah.
How interesting,
Like
huh?
chicken wings.
Really, I thought it was chicken wings, but it's not.
Is this a Vietnamese
That's why I
thing,
was
like
like-
chicken ribs, or?
No.
No, it's actually it's unique here because I've never had it before in other shops.
Okay.
And when he said I'd definitely order it, and I had it once, and that's it. I was hooked.
What's that thing when you there's like
So there's
you
actually
make
chicken
meat,
ribs, all right?
like baked bones or something, and you take meat from somewhere else,
And it's deep
then
fried?
you reconstitute it.
Salt
Oh,
and
yeah.
pepper.
It's like a drumstick.
It's like a,
You remove the
But
buns
you
and you
remove
stuff
it and then you put it in
stuff,
again.
yeah.
So how is it, Jackie?
That's
Nice.
another thing. I think Thai they do that. They put it on.
You look like you're really enjoying yourself right now.
It's literally like the meat. Yeah, it's like some sort of thing, but they put it back on a stick, so it's not the actual bone, but it's on a stick.
What is this again?
Did you see that?
Vietnamese dish that I've had. Somebody's
Oh, nem nem. Are you talking about nem nem? It's on a
Like I
stick.
say, these guys are like half baked Vietnamese. They grew up in Australia, so they're very.
I'm an Aussie. I'm an Aussie.
Were you born here?
I was born here. My parents are
see,
Vietnamese.
Colin was born here. His parents are Vietnamese.
I gotta check. I gotta check with
I
you.
will give you a pass.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like home cooking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah.
Terry was an actual boat person with Jubilee, and his family actually ended up in Malaysia first.
Yeah. Yeah. Out of
Yeah.
all things. Yeah. So
Yeah.
our boat was sinking. So
Oh, fabulous! Thank you, thank you.
Maple. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, Terry, tell your story a bit.
Yeah, no, we escaped the Vietnam War, and we went from looking for a new home, and our boat didn't make it. It was three days out at sea, being lost, and we ended up starting to sink. Water we're taking water, and a cargo ship picked us up, and luckily transported us to Malaysia,
There you
an island
go.
of Malaysia, and we were refugees and processed as refugees
Right.
Yeah.
How long were you in Malaysia?
for about 6 months.
6 months. Okay,
Yeah,
not that
about-
long.
No, not that long.
Okay.
Yeah. So Australia said yes, and here we are.
Right. Okay. Cool. See, there you go. Straight, like
Yeah. So it was the.
straight
The
out.
Malaysian connection.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's vegetarian. And what's this?
I hope you guys are hungry.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Jackie,
I didn't eat
salt and
before I
pepper.
came today, so.
Do you want to? Both salt and pepper. So you want to?
Salt and pepper prawns.
Oh wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Beautiful. And this is the vegetarian spring rolls.
Vegetarian spring rolls. Holy moly.
And this is one of the best sour sop shake.
Sour sop.
I've never had one before, but this is my first one.
I tell you, actually,
Sour sop is great, but durian is better. Oh, sorry.
that's all right.
I'm gonna take some food photos.
How's it? It's good, right?
I don't know.
It's tasty.
It's tasty.
Like sweet, but with a little bit
With a bit of
like
soury. Yeah.
Terry, I don't know.
Yeah. It's not the actual custard apple is very sweet, whereas the sour sop it's a different skin. It looks like custard apple, but it's a smooth.
Sour sop. Yeah, that's right. That is a lot of food. I know.
Yeah.
We're still going.
I know. We're still going. We're running out of space here. Thank you.
We're having a big feast.
This is their signature dish, right?
Oh, this is vegetarian,
the pho. There's a
so you can
What did you order?
they're
maybe
famous
take
for their
that
pho.
take that back. And
this
is that the one with
That's
the
the no pork. Yeah.
no pork?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Try.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try the chicken.
And there's a mini serve, by the way. Usually it's bigger.
And
They're making
does
it.
this,
Yeah.
do I just eat this one by itself?
Yeah.
Does anyone want to come and help us eat this?
Yeah. Anyone want to come and join us?
There's a time limit. You gotta be quick.
Okay, this is a rare beef. Yeah.
Good idea.
They were offering the chicken because I'm quite sick at the moment, as you can tell from my voice just breaking up. But Terry, I don't know if you know, round about the time of the boat people crisis,
Yeah.
the Malaysian Prime Minister was Mahathir. I don't know if you knew about that.
I didn't know that.
But he threatened, like,
Yeah.
that's why I'm really surprised. What's this one?
Yeah, that's the last one. Barbecue beef
Barbecue beef. Here you go. Let's try this.
cubes. Barbecue beef cubes.
Barbecue beef cubes. This looks fantastic. I love this one here. This is crazy.
How about
Jackie, would you like another drink?
Can
Soda jam, lemon soda, coconut juice.
I have a durian?
Yeah, that's one of these best sellers too. Durian shake.
I'm just gonna combine these two plates together since they're both deep fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Terry, when Mahathir was Prime Minister in Malaysia, he said that if any Vietnamese refugee boats showed up on the coast in Malaysia,
Right.
he ordered the soldiers to shoot them down.
Oh,
To
really?
shoot them. Yeah, that's why Malaysia never actually had like a. That's why I'm really surprised when Terry first said that he was a refugee
My
in
parents went to
Malaysia.
Malaysia as well.
Your parents were in Malaysia as well.
Yeah,
Because
most of them were the similar camp. There's always that camp.
all right.
There's only one main camp there, and that's
Okay.
the island.
Was it like quite overcrowded or was it alright?
Yeah, it was overcrowded, so we were in tents. like just makeshift shelters. Yeah.
See, back when I was I came to Australia around about the time of the boat people crisis, but Malaysia had this claim because apparently in Thailand they were just like overrun by refugees,
Right.
and they said Malaysia was under control because Mahathir, the Prime Minister, had threatened to shoot anyone who landed on the beach in Malaysia.
Yeah.
It's true, yeah. It's like they were taking a hard line. I mean,
Right.
in a developing country, you get away with saying like things like that. But yeah, Malaysia was famous for being very hardline about this.
Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, Terry, like, tell people what else you do as a part of your.
One of my main things, I'm actually a fund manager, so I manage funds for people, but I also started teaching people how to invest and trade.
I use this too.
So if you ever want to check it out, thefreedomtrader.com.
Sorry.
So fresh comes to fresh.
Oh, okay.
What was that? Sorry.
Thefreedomtrader.com. So thefreedomtrader.com, and you'll see me there.
Thefreedomtrader.com, guys. So, welcome to love. Yeah, Alex. So, fur, is it which one's the correct spelling for fur?
PHO.
Is it the accent? The accent?
With the
You're asking the wrong person.
I knew. I was like with an accent.
Yeah, that's the one.
Smiley face. Yeah,
The smiley face
It's
accent.
real
just
French.
it's just a smile.
The smiley face. Okay, yeah. So not the agu.
Even I knew that.
I'm just good at eating Vietnamese food.
So you can buy this or you have to make. Durian is great. Soursop is very high in antioxidant.
There you go.
Whatever.
Super healthy.
Yes, extremely healthy.
Whatever.
Whatever. I just eat what tastes good.
Hey Nazli, how you doing? Apa kabar? Did you spill the fish sauce? Yes, I did, Lynn. You have to make it yourself, I think. You can't buy the fish sauce
No,
pre-made.
they don't sell it. They really.
They do sell fish sauce, but this is from the restaurant.
Okay,
These
yeah.
are rec- these
Yeah,
are made.
this is freshly made in the restaurant. It's quite easy to make, really. So it's just a matter of like balance of, like I say, the fish sauce, vinegar, or lime juice or lemon juice, sorry, and sugar, a bit of water, and you simmer it. You can throw in some like bits of chili if you want, and bits of carrot and that sort of stuff. But yeah, otherwise it's quite simple to make. What's that?
Some garlic as well.
And some garlic. Yeah, garlic. Yeah. Cool.
Can I have a fork, please?
Yeah, sure.
Block rice. Block rice.
You don't want. You don't want that.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm just trying to see how we can make the table a bit more
Do you want me to move down a bit?
think we just
Oh,
gotta
you move
keep it
down a little bit. Here you go.
space.
Oh, and by the way, the reason why
You need to be in the camera.
Satay Boys was created is because people were stealing this.
So this is how do you pronounce it?
Satay Boys. Right?
Satay.
Boys.
Okay. So this is the Vietnamese satay that came with the restaurant. All right. This was at their tables, and people were stealing this. All right.
doing takeaways.
Yeah. When they order takeaways, they used to actually like practically
out all-
empty these jars into their own like takeaway containers. So they decided, okay, people must like this enough to if they like it enough to steal it, they better start
Yeah.
manufacturing them. That's how Satay Boys was born. All right. So now you can buy it in jars. Okay, and they've actually just launched over the Cabramatta Moon Festival just a few weeks ago, and since then they've now reached out to other Asian grocery stores around Sydney as well, and eventually they're going to go like Australia-wide and then worldwide, all right? But you guys will be among the first in the world
You see their smile.
to try these, okay? So that's the mild one with the black label. And that was only just released on this weekend, just passed.
thanks,
And
Sam.
this is the hot one that came out a few weeks before
The
that.
latest and the greatest.
It was from feedback. Feedback that people wanted a milder version, and hence we created it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Cool.
try some. I can't take
Can you take heat?
No.
No? Alright, so the mild one is for Tanya.
Definitely.
However,
It's
you
the
can
beef.
tone it down by mixing it with hoisin sauce.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. It's really nice and tender.
So that's why
Not that much, so I don't have oyster
get a look up.
So what's your favorite?
White was spicy, yeah.
I like everything.
Everything.
Smiley face accent. Yeah, I know.
So, if I was going to convert to a vegetarian, what's your favorite vegetarian dish?
Man,
Too many? Too many to choose from?
Nothing. Vegetarian is a vegan is even like
tofu, mushroom,
Mushroom truffle stuff.
avocado.
Mushroom truffle
Yeah, avocado.
pizza is really good.
mushroom
give that a
truffle
shot.
pizza.
That kind of stuff. There's a vegan restaurant in LA that do like full vegan food, like it's fine dining. There's a thing called artichoke oysters. So it's like the artichoke leaf, and they've got these tempura oyster mush, like 3 different types of mushrooms, and then
This
there's
the,
some sort of seaweed caviar.
Salt and pepper prawn.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Legit. I dream about this all the time. Yeah.
Can you give me the address? Because I'll be
Hey,
in LA
Remy.
next week.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's on like Melrose. I'll give you the proper address and tell you what it's called.
Thank you.
One of the best restaurants. And the chef, it's actually
There's so much food. I don't know. I'm gonna eat all this.
Oprah's chef for a year.
I hope you guys are really hungry because
And comes to the place all the time.
can I buy to sell in my store?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Lynn. Yeah, sure.
I will check it out.
You're talking about these sauces.
That's the first place I had truffles.
Let me message you after this, Lynn, if you're
You can
interested.
go to our website. Our website sateboys.com,
SATEBOYZ.com.
We have a distribution section there. You can click on that and you can take it from there.
Yeah, there you go, Lynn. So go to sateboys, SATEBOYZ.com. There's a section there for distributors, right? And yeah, you can check it out and talk to them about carrying it. Thanks, Remy. Yeah, Remy is like my. I'm busting my eyes.
Chicken ribs are really good.
Hey,
No,
cheers,
don't
everyone.
even really eat chicken.
Chickens do have ribs.
In our group, we say talus.
Toulouse.
Toulouse, there you go.
Talus. It's a city in France.
I was gonna say,
Toulouse. Oh, Toulouse. As in Toulouse. Okay. Maybe it's a bit more.
a French artist.
I was gonna ask you actually, Hi Links and Remy, if you remember, Hi Links, you remember the person you banned? I'm trying to remember that. This was a while back, right? The person who said something a little bit like
I think it's overlooked.
salacious, and you banned them. And Remy knew that person. I'm just trying to remember what their ID
Yeah.
was.
And it's really good.
Yeah, salt and pepper chicken ribs. You can't go wrong.
Like,
But
really good.
the prawns get overlooked because everything else is so good that
I know, right?
the prawns
Yeah.
get overlooked, and I just think it's
That's not
underrated. More for me.
There you go. Salt and pepper prawns, guys. Yeah, Remy, the one who used to comment on my podcast in the middle of the night,
Live streaming before.
I know. How good is it?
Interesting.
and then you suggested that they join Discord, and I was going, don't tell them to join Discord.
I just think so.
No, Hanix, the one that you are, the first person you ever banned on my channel, and then you felt really conflicted about it, and you're going like, did I do the right thing and whatever?
Yeah, Tanya, you like the apple custard or what? You can mix and
I
match
thought he
as
left.
well.
Yes, so did I. I'm just trying to remember what their ID was because someone
Like
followed me
durian
again on Twitch
or
overnight.
lychee.
I was thinking, wasn't that the guy that we banned or thing?
Mix
Yeah.
it. Not much
Oh, you
people
just find
know
it
about
out.
it.
Yeah.
But we here, management, we
You're
know
gonna
about
be
it.
like, stop coming in all the freaking time. I'll be here all the time. You're like, you're not.
Yeah, maybe he left or something like that, but I think he came back.
Are you on Instagram or Facebook?
Not my makeup account.
Yeah, no worries, Lynn.
Yeah. What's your Instagram?
Oh my god. Strange cocktails. Let me show you.
I'm gonna get Tanya to tell you guys what she's been up to in the what 6 months or whatever since she was on my Twitch co-hosting. So Tanya, what have you been up to?
Well, I just had a busy Halloween weekend, so I've just been
Oh
doing.
yeah, Tanya's a makeup artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had, I did some Dia de los Muertos makeup, so Day of the Dead.
Oh,
And I
okay.
did some skull makeups which combined with some elements from Dia de los Muertos, and also had a music video film clip which was shot over 2 days and 1 day from Newcastle. It's really fun. Cool. A lot of different types of makeup, so like beauty and like different characters,
So you do zombies and all that stuff as well?
Yeah, I love doing special effects.
Terry does a lot of shows on stage. He's looking for someone that can touch him up a bit, you know what I mean?
Thanks.
But that's
Thanks,
what
Joe.
I do. I actually get
Joe.
hired to go to commercials and do makeup for men, all like powder touch-ups.
Tara will
And
get
I
in
do
contact.
hair.
I will need a lot
Terry
of
will be in
touch-up.
contact.
I will need a lot of touch-up.
I'm your woman.
And we're pretty serious as well.
Oh, I'm not.
Well,
I
he
clown
is.
around a lot. So yeah, so I've been doing that, basically just freelancing, but I've been overseas as well.
How was Hawaii?
Yeah, that was last year.
What's that?
That was a whole year ago.
Oh, there you go. So a year
I
ago.
went to Hong Kong for a...
Oh, how was Hong Kong?
Yeah, I just, you know,
Busy.
my grandmother had passed away, so I went for that.
okay.
But then I got really sick, so I spent, I think I had like 2 or 3 days that wasn't sick.
How long were you there for?
2 weeks?
Oh, wow. Okay.
2 weeks? No, 3.5 weeks or something.
When did you get back?
October, early October.
So whereabouts in Hawaii did you travel on? Just
Oh, I went to Maui.
Hey, Ching Man, how you doing? Ching Man is my friend from Malaysia, actually, from my
Climbed up
school.
the mountain and
From my school in Malaysia.
on the where the
Yeah, the shoes are collectibles.
It was up there.
Crazy
Oh,
pal.
that's Halloween.
Shoe store, and there's not.
You gotta tell them, they gotta see it to believe it.
What's this?
They gotta see the shoes to believe
I
it.
know, right?
Yeah.
Like
Have you heard, are you in a shoe store?
Seeing it in the backdrop, it doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
You know what I
This is the crazy Michael Jordan fan here.
mean? Just a sneaker fan.
This is virtually this.
Stranger than you.
I can bet this is the only restaurant in the world that's got like a a collectible shoe
You like that one,
collection,
didn't you?
sneaker collection in the
I'll
background.
roll that
Really,
in.
really sneakily. Stranger Than You is my Instagram handle.
Oh,
Yeah, I put
a little plug
cool,
in there.
cool, yeah,
What is
yeah.
that?
Stranger Than You guys, that's Tanya. Tanya over here.
We're all very weird in our own way here.
There's a bunch of half-baked Asian. Were you born here or in Vietnam?
In Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your Vietnamese like?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty
Vietnamese?
good. Voodoo Man was typing all these
80%.
Vietnamese words, and I was asking these guys what did they say, and they're like, no idea. Like,
No, the only half baked really.
My Vietnamese is probably better than Colin.
My Vietnamese is like a 5-year-old kid. I can understand it, but it doesn't come out.
that's what happens when you spend most of your life in Australia.
Yeah.
I'm Chinese. I was born in Vietnam, but I'm Chinese. So I can
Okay,
speak
that makes sense.
How about you guys? Are you Vietnamese or Chinese?
Vietnamese.
You're pure Vietnamese. All right, you are. Okay.
Vietnamese.
That's something I find really
I used to do French school.
different
when
between
I was younger,
Malaysia
but
and
ever since
Vietnam.
we moved
That
to
the
Australia,
ethnic
I was
Chinese in
like,
Malaysia,
okay.
you can tell just visually that he's Chinese, I'm Chinese, right? And she's
I
Chinese.
wish I
She's
could've
half
kept
she's
going
half
with it.
Malaysian Chinese and half Hong Kong Chinese, by the way. But in Vietnam, the ethnic Vietnamese and the ethnic Chinese, you can't tell the difference
Yeah.
to me because he could be Chinese, right? Yeah, but he's actually Vietnamese. Whereas in Malaysia, the Malays you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. That's why I've always found it a little bit strange.
But I think it's because also the Chinese war, they forced a lot of Chinese down to Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
Back in the-
Oh, Orania. Okay, yeah. Okay, Ray. Yeah, in that case, it's a different person. Thanks, Rennie.
Cantonese.
Video games,
I
so I can
live
always
in,
tell the
Hong Kong
differences.
CBD.
Oh, come on! I've got
Vietnamese
Vietnamese people here who say they can't tell the difference.
Same but different.
That's where I learned it from.
Yeah,
That's where I learned it from. Yeah, because I'm actually Chuzhou. So I speak.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm good too. Yeah, but I learned the.
Anyone care for a vegetarian spring roll?
Yeah, so I was just waiting till it wasn't going to burn my mouth.
Wasabi boys is not for you. Because it's burning my mouth. And I eat it daily.
So how long you been
I'm the
filming on
biggest
this?
addict. I'm the number one addict.
On and off for about 5 years, so
I started it.
So what made you? I want to interview you in your own show right here.
Yeah.
So why did you take up? filming and doing all this stuff?
Eat what you believe in.
Why I started live streaming, I actually got a phone call from Google Australia directly 5 years ago. And they say, oh look, you know, Jackie, we noticed you're using Google Hangouts a lot. This was their first version, which is basically like Skype. So they basically put out something called Google Hangouts, not the on-air version. And it was like Skype, except at the time, Skype was limited to only one-to-one. All right, if you wanted like a group Skype conversation, you had to pay for a service. So Google released something called Google Hangouts, which is which allows you to have group conversations, right, like up to 10 people. So I started using it to interact with people on Google Plus, which are just Google Plus is a social media account, social media platform. People don't know about it because anyway. At the time, it was they thought it was going to be the Facebook killer. All right. So Google Hangouts, and I use it to run this like weekly conversation about podcasts that I listen to. So we got like mutual like listeners of the podcast jump onto that Google Hangout every week just to talk about the latest episode and whatever and stuff like that. And then that got the attention of Google Australia. And then they contacted me a few months down the track and they say, hey Jackie, we noticed you use Google Hangouts already, and now we've released the new version of it. It's called Google Hangouts On Air, which is a live broadcast where instead of just being limited to an audience of 10 people, you can broadcast to the whole world, right?
Wow.
And we notice you also are a cook. Maybe you want to consider using it to do your cooking demonstrations. So it was actually Google Australia's idea. I said, yeah, sure. And what I did tell them actually, I had actually just given birth to Noah. Those of you who know Noah know that he's really sick at the time.
Research.
And literally, I think I'd given birth to Noah like just the day before. I was still in hospital, and Noah was dying in hospital. Right? He ended up spending 7 months in hospital. But so at the time, I was thinking, oh, should I go ahead with it, or should I just tell them, look, it's a tough time in my life, I'll pass, right? So I said, no, okay, let's do it. Give me 2 weeks, and I'll start broadcasting. So I did that, and everything just was everything crashed, alright? And I had a restaurant at the time, I had a Malaysian restaurant. I thought, I'm going to be the world's first Malaysian restaurant to broadcast from my restaurant. I thought, because I was always cooking in the kitchen, I said, I will run the live broadcast from my Malaysian restaurant kitchen, and also I'll invite all my regular Malaysian restaurant clientele to come to my restaurant and join the broadcast, right? And they will be able to see me cooking in the kitchen from the comfort of their tables. And long story short, everything crashed because when people showed up at my restaurant, they wanted to connect to my Wi-Fi. So what's your Wi-Fi password? So I had like a whole bunch of 20 people all hooked up to my Wi-Fi, which was only an ADSL2 connection, which is adequate if you're running a Skype conversation, but not if you're broadcasting, all right? And you didn't know that, and even Google Australia didn't know that. Well, certainly the marketing people who contacted me didn't know that, right? They didn't tell me like you needed like a super fast broadband and all that to be able to run. All right. And then also they didn't tell you need higher specs computers to be able to run a Hangout. So my computer kept freezing and kept crashing and all that sort of stuff.
But now you have a really fast computer that can run it all.
Yeah, now I've got a really fast computer courtesy of Lenovo Australia and New Zealand, guys. So everything just died. And but yeah, I kind of persevered with it. So 5 years later, that's where I am. And
wow.
yeah.
And now here you are doing a live stream in a restaurant.
I know, right? Now I'm come full circle, yeah. Is that right, Hi Links? I did not know that. Bye, Remy, yeah. Video games, you should do your own Twitch, right? Google Movie. Remember using Google Hangouts. One of my friends kept drawing like, yeah, that's the cool thing about Google Hangouts. But this was 5 years ago, and unfortunately, I think they were a little bit ahead of their time, even with the live streaming thing, because everything was like, you know, when you're doing Google Hangouts and you're showing people are used to watching cooking videos online, which are short and tightly edited. They're not used to seeing someone go, all right guys, you know what we're gonna do today. They're not used to the interaction, and they're not used to seeing you like spend 45 minutes cook up a dish. You see, they want to watch everything and learn everything in 3 minutes. So I got trolled so badly. And also, yeah, big time. So I think it takes years for people to get used to it. And I mean, it's a double-edged sword. Google owns YouTube, you see. So when they released Google Hangouts on air, your Google account was connected to your YouTube account. So everything you broadcast automatically gets uploaded to YouTube, which is great. But YouTube is also a haven for trolls. Alright? And also, I forgot at the time, you know, when they just launched Google Hangouts on air, nobody knew this, but you know it at the back of your mind, deep in the deep recesses, that your YouTube account was now automatically connected to Google. So that first broadcast I did, where it kept crashing and whatever, I was staring at the screen, oh, what's going on, and just like, you know, why is this freezing up and whatever from my kitchen. All that was being beamed on YouTube. All right, so it was beamed.
Is it still there? I want to watch it.
I deleted it. And so after that whole debacle, I wasted hundreds of dollars on free food for my customers. You think, okay, never mind, you go upstairs, right? You think, oh, that's a bad day. And then you're getting all these notifications in your email from YouTube, you know? And you hop on and say, you realize that freezing up, that video that kept freezing up that you were broadcasting was now on your YouTube channel. And I was being told mercilessly by people, what the hell is this? What are we supposed to be watching? Get back in the kitchen and cook. Why are you just staring at the screen? All kinds of stuff. That was so disheartening.
Well, at least you have an audience.
Yeah, I know.
How did you even manage to talk while, you know?
I know, it's not easy, right? And the thing is,
That's a lot of multitasking on there.
and people always go, oh, why didn't you start up your restaurant again?
Where
That
was your
such
restaurant,
fun.
Jackie?
It was in Concord.
Concord.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
just
yeah.
around the corner.
Yeah.
How long did you have that for?
I was at the premises for about 7 years all up, but I didn't always open it. I actually took it over because it was a closed down restaurant. And I took it over to be able to do the food production for my market store business.
Okay, yeah.
Because I started out selling food at the markets,
Yeah.
and also I was making frozen meals and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, wow.
So, and
Very
they had like accommodation upstairs as well. So I was living upstairs and doing all the cooking. And then when people realized, oh look, you know, why is this restaurant always closed? Why don't you just open it up? We've got everything all set up. So I opened it, and then like, you know, and then after a while I closed it because I having problems with staffing. And then I opened it again from like basically pressure from like the public essentially.
I think some of the market foods are amongst some of the best sometimes, you know. Those are the true, because those people are like cooking the home.
Yeah.
Not everyone's got the financial
Airport,
backing
how you
for
doing?
a restaurant.
Yeah.
Because restaurants are not cheap and you got to sign long contracts and stuff. So
Yeah.
markets, I think if I wasn't in a restaurant, I'll be definitely doing something too at
Yeah.
markets as well.
The great thing about the markets, if anyone ever thinks about like opening their own restaurant, I get them a lot, like because I'm a member of like a lot of Facebook groups where of people who are new in the country, and they'll have like had like sold up everything in their home countries and come to Australia, and they'll think, oh, we want to invest in a restaurant and that sort of stuff.
Alright.
But that's such a bad like way to start up a restaurant, because when you've got no market research and you're only new in the country, you don't know like local palates, you don't know the regulations and all that sort of stuff, right? So I know a few people who've kind of like made a wrong turn. I would suggest, right, if you want to go into the whole food thing, start out at markets.
Always.
Yeah. Because at the markets you can change the menu like every week.
And anything is up to you. You know,
Yeah.
it's straightforward.
Yeah,
Very
it's up to you,
straightforward.
straightforward. And your investment is so low, you just buy a tent, you buy some trestle tables, get some signage printed out, that's it, right? You can just print out like the menus from your computer and just laminate them and stick them up on your store. And then if it doesn't work, do something else. And the great thing about the market is that you're at the front, you know, you're cooking and you're facing the customers on a regular basis, like you're interacting with them directly. You know what sells, what doesn't sell. You know, so I always tell people, you know, do that. My first time when I started at the market, I had like about 20 different items on my menu, right? And this was a morning market. There's a farmer's market that started at like 7, 8 a.m. People go there to buy all their breakfast, and they'll eat a bacon and egg roll. It's a very Australian market in the inner city. And I had all these Malaysian dishes, nasi lemak, laksa, satay, you know, all your typical Malaysian spicy hot food, rendang, chicken curry and all that. Nobody wanted any of it.
Oh wow.
I know, because you don't realize it until you're actually on the ground doing it.
Right.
and it turned out Australians, and you're offering them free food. Oh, would you try some of my rendang and whatever? So, oh, it's too early, and my stomach can't handle the spice. All these wussy Aussies, you know.
Now you're gonna be trolled.
I know. And then you realize that's true, you know. Aussies want to eat their bacon and egg roll in the morning. They don't want to be eating like laksa in the morning, you know.
Very true.
Very different to Asia.
It's not Vietnam.
You have like noodles, 2 minute.
What do you mean? We Asians eat anything at any time, at any.
Given spaghetti bolognese in winter mornings.
Pho,
Yeah.
like pho in Vietnam, is eaten in the morning. As soon as you wake up, it's a breakfast.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You don't
People
eat
like, you
cereal.
eat pho for breakfast? Yeah, that's a breakfast menu.
Yeah. And so what happened was that at that same market, right? I felt so bad. There was this kid from my church who was helping me out the most. It's just me and the kid from church, a teenage boy. And at the end of the day, I had taken in terms of sales, I sold $180 worth of food.
Right.
And then when I dropped the kid home, I paid him his wages. He refused to take my money because he felt so sorry for me.
Oh, really?
I know. I was like, oh my god, please take the money. I feel even worse that you don't want to be paid. So my first day at the market, $180 was what I took in, right? I prepared thousands of dollars worth of food. I know. The one redeeming grace was that in the course of like being at the market, one of the market regular at the market, not my store, this is my first week. She goes, you know what would really work? She says, a lot of us here are like, because it's the inner city, we're all like double income, no kid type families, right? We're all time poor. What would really work is if you sold your curries that I had there as frozen meals. So the next week I came back around and I sold all these frozen rendang, frozen chicken curry, frozen, and that sold, all right? So that's how your business.
I think you were missing the key ingredient.
What?
Satay was. I mean, if you had us then,
That's right.
it
I
will
should have
go
sold
through.
this.
It will fly through the door.
And also because I realized that Aussies don't want to eat like hot, spicy, savory food. The next week I showed up with roti canai, right, the Malaysian flaky flatbread.
Right.
But I served it with kaya, which is a coconut jam, right? So it became a sweet thing. It's almost like having a breakfast sandwich, right? And that worked really well. And back in my day in Malaysia, I never had roti with kaya before.
I only have toast.
Yeah, toast with kaya, yeah. But then toast to Aussie sounded really plain, right? Whereas to us in Malaysia, it was like, really exotic, like toast with kaya. So I did the roti and kaya, and that took off. All the Aussies, oh, we want roti. And to the point where like people started buying my kaya especially, and they would be looking for roti. Where can we buy roti? You know, because they only know how to use the kaya with roti.
I don't think about the toast.
Yeah. And then you have to be creative. Okay, maybe you can just drizzle the kaya on pancakes, right? Or you can do this with that. But they didn't know. They was like, oh, I managed to create a new demographic in inner city like Sydney, where people think that roti canai plus kaya is how you're supposed to eat the two dishes. It's quite funny.
So you created it.
You guys drink beer. Nice product placement, Sunday boys.
Thank you.
Nice product placement.
That's exactly what.
You'll get it soon.
You'll get it.
Don't worry. That's the bare minimum.
That's a good point. It's still called a hearing.
So a lot of questions we have is a lot of people ask, what do you eat satay boys with? Basically everything. Our feedback from social media, we get a lot of people sending us photos of what meals they have. We've got like lasagna, nachos, the traditional
Pizza?
Pizza's another one
I
as
have it
well.
with pizza.
Kentucky Fried Chicken,
Kentucky Fried
Oh,
Chicken.
that was
KFC is a winner.
pasta, seafood.
Satay boys. Satay boys. Satay, alright?
Yeah, satay.
There you go.
That's
So
it.
I asked the same question of my Vietnamese staff member who works for me for about 10 years. He just left about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I said, because I wanted to say, I told you I was going to do some product placement photos in my social media of your satay. And I said, what do you actually eat it with? I said, can I have it with some like say like a stir fried dish or something like that? I said, no. It was horrified. I said, you're only supposed to eat it with soupy noodles.
No.
That's where.
No, that's definitely not.
If it's food, you can
The
put it on
times
it.
have changed, Jackie. The times have changed.
Yesterday people were
I
running.
didn't want to look like a total total like ignoramus if I post a photo.
I think the times have changed. You know, like back in the days, you know, you're only supposed to eat satay with certain things, and I think that's why satay boys were born.
Yesterday we had banh mi thit, the Vietnamese pork roll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then
right.
put it on, and all the people coming up to us putting it on.
Ah, right,
Where do you
right.
go for your banh mi?
Oh, banh mi, it was in Bankstown.
Bankstown.
Yeah. So we had a story there yesterday.
But yeah, you know, like the times have changed. You know, you can eat satay boys with literally a lot of things. A lot of things.
Yeah, it was pretty funny because we had a little promo going on the Bankstown, so we had a little promo stand that just
You know how good that
promoting our
is?
product.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of people walking down the street with their own pork roll, and we just pulled them over and go, hey, you like chili? And we just chucked it on their pork roll.
Hard boil.
So yeah, so a lot of people
Take the
started
shower off,
mixing and
obviously.
like
Olive
a
oil.
funny one as well was like they
little
got
bit of
like
salt and pepper.
fries. A lot of chili lovers. They eat fries and they just put satay balls on it. And it sounds a bit funny, but
There you go.
There you go.
Fries, yeah.
so if it,
I actually thought it works really well with a lot of stuff. Like my Vietnamese friend was saying, oh, you
you do good.
I've been adding it to lasagna, spaghetti. Spaghetti bolognese, nice.
So,
Pizza's definitely there.
kebab's another one.
Yeah,
as well.
kebab's another one.
Kebab's
I
another
just
one.
mentioned like Friday.
Yeah, someone. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
See,
So
boy,
this is what it looks like.
Look at that.
You can see it, right? So you can put
Three
it on
boys.
your
Three
lasagna.
eggs.
Boiled eggs.
You put it on boiled
Jackie,
eggs.
do me a favor and try that at home, mate. Boil
Boiled
eggs.
eggs. Oh,
Olive oil,
boiled
and
eggs and satay.
yeah.
and toast.
Yeah, so we've actually been building up our social media on
I
Instagram.
have
Oh
a-
yeah, what's
I
the?
have-
So it's the Satay Boys.
Okay.
So-
Hey guys, how do I do that accent on my keyboard? I don't know how links. I know I'm terrible. Hey Kay, how you doing?
Copy and paste.
Copy and paste.
Yeah, copy and paste. That's what I do actually. I usually Google the word and then I paste it into it.
I think everyone does it.
Andre, the soup is this one here is red beef pho. It's a Vietnamese like. Is it like your national dish or?
Oh yeah.
So it's the Vietnamese national dish.
And definitely your best selling.
There's no doubt, no doubt. If you're talking about Vietnamese cuisine, pho would have to be the number one dish.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, easily. And
It's the best known.
I don't know, maybe bánh xèo would be up top three.
And then banh mi.
Let's say always the
Pork roll,
no, it's the pancake.
Pancake
Yeah.
with the bean sprout.
the yellow pancake.
The bean sprout. True.
Bánh xèo.
Yeah, bánh xèo.
But even this one will be one of the. It's very popular as well.
Yeah, it's popular, but bánh xèo is
Bánh xèo is more popular. Yeah.
And bún bò is very popular.
Oh, bún bò. Yeah.
You know the spicy noodle soup.
It's
Bún
got
bò.
beef and pork in it as
Ah,
well.
right,
The
right.
thicker-
You guys never had it?
I heard. See, I don't eat pork.
yeah.
I had the vegetarian
Start
version
taking
of
you
that.
out.
Yeah.
I know.
If
I
you're a
had the
foodie,
vegetarian version of
I'm
that.
gonna show you around where we come from.
That's alright, I'm down with that. Totally down with that. I like to
Coles will
eat.
be our chauffeur.
Yeah.
Awesome, because I
Colin can shoot the video. This is a video guy. Did you know that?
He's an awesome video.
Jackie, he's everything.
He
You know
does.
how Side Boys goes with everything? Coles will do it.
No, I shoot just mainly videos, doing my holiday videos. I like to edit and just do little videos that will last forever, pretty much. Some to pass on to my kids and that one day. So,
He did a video for Terry and it nearly made him cry.
Yeah, he made me cry.
this,
Yeah, that 2-minute video made me almost really cry.
I have so much money banking on it.
there was a bet going on if he's gonna cry in this video. I was nearly there.
It's almost 1 day seminar compressed into 90 seconds.
Yeah.
He did so well to hold it in.
Yeah.
So
I lost, don't get me wrong, I lost my money, but man,
And even tricked me. He said it's my video of Paris, of me in Paris.
for those that know, was Terry goes on stage and talks.
Yeah. He made Terry look like Anthony Robbins. You know. It's like. Oh.
He did make me.
It was like an hour and a half worth of footage and
yeah.
audio, and I had to actually break it down in 2 minutes. So I had for about 3 weeks straight, I had to listen to Terry's voice in my ear, my headphones,
Yeah.
talking and talking. And yeah, so Joey said, you know what, this video is so good that it's going to make me cry. So
no,
we had-
but we said that the very first red screening, we knew it was going to happen. You know, he's been working on it for days,
Weeks.
weeks. So we had a screening time. We had Terry come over. I had my money, obviously on the table with Coles. And after he watched it, there was a moment of silence. And I'm like, my money is as good as gold, And there was 30 seconds at least of silence. And I'm going, cry. In my head, cry. And he held it in.
You know what you need? Satay boys to tip me over this.
He held it in. But let me tell you, you can tell his mind's racing 100 miles an hour. And all I was just saying is, just come on, do it. Just give me 2 tears. 2 tears.
Come on, squeeze it out.
It was incredible. It was an incredible video.
Hey Lenny, how you doing? What are the puffins that are so pale? What puffins? What are you talking about? What puffins? You're talking about the chicken ribs?
Salt and pepper chicken ribs.
Yeah, salt and pepper chicken ribs. Yeah, puffins are birds. Yeah.
I mean, you can't eat muffins.
We're not eating birds around here.
Just only gun bear Joe
Not
again.
the poultry birds anyway.
Muffins are really cute, and they live in the snow, right? Like really cool.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That little cute one.
Orange, they're really
Now you
Is that
say
right?
it, yeah.
They're almost like penguins, but
Oh, right. Well, there you go.
Google knows.
Oh my God, there's so much food.
I'm gonna keep.
Hey, how good are they summer rolls?
Good, right?
Fresh,
Yeah,
eh?
I know. Oh, it's delicious.
I ate one. So good. I like it without the meat, the pork. Just a prawn with that salad. Oh, so refreshing.
that just sounds really good to me.
Come on.
I was like, yeah, I want one now too.
Trust me.
Puffins. I don't even know what puffins
You
are.
can either have it with that sauce or this sauce.
Try with this one. Yeah, it's different. It's different. You've never done the other one. No, it's fine.
Never too much. What a feast,
So
eh?
do you have much shows? Do you do like 2 shows? I don't know much of your live stream, so do you do 2 shows a week?
Oh,
Four shows. Wow.
How do you manage all this time?
I know, right? I should start getting paid for it.
Wow. 4 shows.
Are there any wok dishes? Wok dishes? Yeah, this was a wok dish, right?
Yeah, that's a wok
It's
dish.
finished.
Barbecue beef
It
cubes.
was good.
Yeah, barbecue beef cubes. It's one of my favorites actually.
It's actually very famous in the Vietnamese
Is that
cuisine.
right?
Yeah, barbecue beef cubes.
Oh, right. Okay.
How would you say in Vietnamese?
Bò lúc lắc.
There you go.
Ba luk lak.
Yep.
Ba luk lak.
You've never heard of it, Jackie? Yeah,
No,
famous. Yeah. It's
I like. What kind of beef do you use for that?
only the best of top side.
Top side. Okay.
Premium top
Because
side.
it's very tender. Very nice
Premium
and
top
tender.
side.
Okay.
Grain fed.
Wagyu, in fact.
Premium. God, I love that word.
That's the. Hey, just one mommy. How you doing?
Very interesting here. How the setup, how you got here? Since it's all portable as well. Portable.
I know, right?
Quite incredible.
I didn't check on.
I love how we're all in the food business. Because I just love food. Yeah,
But you like to eat?
You're part of it. You're part of
I'm
the team.
integrating myself into the
Yeah, you're part of the
That's a
team.
pretty cool microphone you got there, Jackie.
Oh,
Hey, what would
can
you
you imagine, Tanya?
Yeah, microphone, guys.
old.
Rode microphones. I think I still have 2 left to give away, guys. So make sure you follow me on Twitch if you're watching this anywhere else. Or if you're watching and you're not following me, you're missing out on a whole bunch of potential giveaways, including these Rode microphones. I'm using one of them right now with my stream.
Yeah, so Candy Vale, that's
And also, why we're here today, someone pass me that box. In case you missed my announcement earlier, right?
Here it is.
Okay, satay boys. Premium hot chili satay. Satay.
want to do with my life.
Not satay. I keep saying satay, not Malaysian satay, alright? This is satay.
We say it as well, so it's right.
Alright.
We're gonna try to educate everyone. It's Saturday.
Satay, alright? Satay, not satay. Alright, satay.
Satay.
So the accent is on the E, alright? And there's 2 different versions. That's the original hot chili sauce, hot chili satay. Okay. And this just released just like 2 days ago. The black label is the mild version.
Yeah, because it's Vietnamese cooking.
And we've got giveaways.
Grew up on it.
They're gonna come in a box like this.
Grew up on all this.
You're gonna get 3 jars each of the hot and the mild. Alright, and this is available to my global audience, okay? The only criteria I ask is that you follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/JackieMFood. So I've got 4 sets to give away, and these guys, these are the satay boys, alright? These are 1, 2, 3, alright? Colin, Terry and Joe. Joe's the owner of Oi, alright? Which is where, so basically the history of this is that you see this is a satay at the restaurant, right? That's at every table, and they found that people were stealing the sauce because they like it so much, so they decided to produce them in jars, and now it's available. It's only just been released a few weeks ago here in Sydney, and they're scattering across other parts of Sydney now, eventually to other parts of Australia, but you guys will be among the first in the world to try these, okay? So 4 lucky winners of these. All you have to do is follow me on Twitch. We'll do a random draw. We won't draw it today because I'm out and about and it's hard to pull up the right the tool to do the draw. But all you have to do is follow me there, right? Let me have a look. Make sure I'm not missing any comments. Hello, satay boys. So they're spicy mouth.
Hello from back. Hello back.
Is there white person mouth?
what?
Is there white person mouth?
That one, that version would be okay. This one. Yeah, and if you want to tone it down, you either put soy sauce to tone it down, or hoisin sauce. Hoisin tones it down.
There you go, Highlinks. Turn it down by adding soy sauce or hoisin sauce. And you can eat it with anything, alright? You can stick it in your lasagna, you can toss it through your bolognese sauce, and it'll give it a really, really nice,
Yeah, if you want to get some extra ideas, like I said, we're building up our social media, so Instagram. So we're getting a lot of feedback from our customers sending us photos with the meals. So it just helps everyone to just to improvise on what they can eat it with as well.
Cool. Yeah, rightio. Yeah, guys, why don't you go over to Instagram and follow Satay Boys, right? SATEBOYZ. And post any photos of how you envisage using it. All right.
Awesome.
Why would you want it mild? Exactly right, Sea Whiskey. I know.
Why would you want it mild?
Yeah, exactly. We actually started off with the hot because we love eating hot.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of feedback, and a lot of people saying it was too hot. Yeah. So we're gonna listen. We're gonna listen.
So we listen. So we were lucky enough at the Moon Festival. Right. We actually had 800 jars ready, and we sold out. So we sold out 800 jars in about 6 hours. Right. So it was gone, and then yesterday we had 500 jars for Bankstown, and we sold out over the weekend again.
There you go.
Do you have like a factory producing these?
Yeah, no, at the moment it's actually
all hands.
It's still it's done here. Yeah, it's still homemade.
This is built from ground up.
Yeah, it's built from the ground up. So these guys have the right idea. I used to own a restaurant as well, and I actually still make like my own sambal and stuff like that. But I know how much work goes into like this kind of production. You've got to write down to the logos and like the labeling and all that sort of stuff. It's a lot of work. Yeah. But we've got a good team of guys behind the scenes here.
Beautiful. And we love it. Love what we do. It was fun. It was really fun because you get to.
It didn't feel like work.
It wasn't work. It was just three crazy guys screaming out on the street.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's like
and just having a ball.
Actually, it was pretty funny because we were in Bankstown yesterday. We're doing our trade show, so we were all screaming. Satay.
Because we're promoting the shops because we're at the moment in 10 shops that's already stocking.
10 stocks.
Yeah, 10 shops already, and. We want to make sure that we look after our stockists as well, the shops. So we set up in front of their shop to promote their shop, saying that they stock our satay. And what was it that you want to say?
So the funny thing was, once we were packed up and we were walking back down the street, we didn't realise how quiet the street was. We had the music pumping, we were screaming, and then once we were packed up, it's all silent. It's like we walk around like.
So we were the noise.
No wonder why everyone was looking at us. But yeah, it was fun. It actually.
Honestly, let's see if you can find a photo of that. That was funny.
Yeah, we've got photos on our Instagram as well. So yeah, another plug right there.
Yeah. I saw a photo that I took with Luke Nguyen, who's from what's his show called?
Luke Nguyen show.
Yeah. Luke Nguyen is a famous Australian Vietnamese. Sorry guys, I don't watch any cooking shows. I don't watch any shows on TV really. I don't watch any cooking shows.
He's currently filming his life is he grew up in Cabramatta. So about a month ago, he was down in Cabramatta cooking in front of the store that promoted us. That promoted us.
Right. Okay.
So
okay.
therefore,
oh,
that's
I
when
know
we
him.
got
Yeah, see Hai Ling's Luke Nguyen. That's right. Yeah, everybody loves Luke Nguyen. So I'm told.
My
But
dad
again,
watches him on TV.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
good.
watch.
Yeah,
I can't watch cooking shows because I'm really susceptible to like suggestions. So I'm like, I need to eat that. If I'm watching like a normal TV show and they're eating a packet of chips, I'm like, yes, I'll go get a packet of chips. They're eating cake, yes, I'll go get some cake now.
I had that problem as well.
That is terrible.
I used to watch Man vs. Food.
Oh, I love that
What's it
show.
called?
Man vs. Food, and we were late
haven't seen
with
it.
my wife, and
Have
we had
those
dinner.
Cooking the challenges.
Yeah, the challenges is like picking out stuff, but we already had dinner already.
Yeah.
We were sitting at night and
done,
watching
yeah.
it, and we get hungry.
Yeah.
I've already had dinner, now I'm watching this, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, because you see me, oh, I just it was like a giant burrito, like eating like I don't know how much, like 20 kilos. I'm like, that is gonna be my wedding cake.
what do you recommend from Vietnamese cuisine for dessert?
For dessert.
There you go, guys.
There's it's very similar to Chinese too. We've got jie as well. So it's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
it's a bean. It's got the bean.
The three beans. Is that the three beans?
There's three beans.
Oh,
one
the
as
three
well.
beans,
Actually,
ah.
you know what? Would you like one?
I can't. I
We'll get one on the table right now.
Okay, just for you, Andre. So don't go away. We're gonna show you a Vietnamese dessert. All right. So yeah, it's really nice. I usually order it actually when I'm in Cabramatta. You haven't had
I guess
it?
you're the one that's
Similar
gonna be-
to chendol.
Oh, it's similar to
Similar,
chendol,
but
yeah,
Vietnamese
yeah,
style. Yeah. So yeah. So, banana fritters. Do you do banana fritters?
Yeah.
Yeah, banana fritters is another one. Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. This one, mommy. Are those sneakers on the wall?
Yes, they are. They noticed.
Yeah.
We are not in a shoe shop, by the way.
You're not in a shoe shop. This one, mommy. Yeah. This one, mommy is actually she's in New York, and she watches me in her kitchen while she's cooking. It's really cool when you see someone post on Instagram like a picture of like yourself on their screen while they're cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is beaming into New York. But yeah, those are shoes in the background. Those are collectibles. They're not just any shoes. They're collectible sneakers, right?
Never to be worn.
Yeah, and
One day.
and they're also rotated every month. Also a couple of
There are
weeks.
ones that aren't here.
Oh yeah, there's
This many.
there's many. Yeah, it's rotated every what couple of weeks, a month.
Do you have insurance out on these shoes?
No, I believe Joey has.
I was
told him
actually joking.
straight away. I told Joey, you got yes, insurance.
He's
Yeah.
I figured
Terry is the money expert here, by the way, guys. You know
if
that?
anyone steals them, they're only going to have one anyway. So it's going to mean nothing.
What's your website again?
TheFreedomTrader.com.
TheFreedomTrader.com. So Terry is like the Tony Robbins of financial advice. He goes on stage and he gives these seminars to talk about like
Yeah, how to invest and how to trade safely.
yeah. Andre, so this is a typical Vietnamese drink / dessert. It's shaved ice with 3 different types. It's called 3 color.
Yeah, three color. Yeah.
3 color dessert.
Yeah, so
all
three.
right?
There's beans. There's a
Beans
jelly.
in the middle.
There's beans in the middle. So there's red beans.
And then what?
What
and then
beans
there
are those at the moment?
They're like the kidney. I think they're kidney beans.
Kidney
Yeah,
beans.
they're kidney.
Right.
Yeah, black owl kidney beans.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's sweet corn. I love sweet corn in the
there's
drink.
corn in the middle.
Yeah, and there's a coconut here, right?
What's the,
And
it's
it's
like green
sweet.
jelly.
It's really nice. Yeah. I usually actually order this in Cabramatta. If I either order this or I order durian smoothie or I order the Vietnamese coffee. Do you wanna?
Try some.
Yeah, look, you can have it. I know what it tastes like. Red bean is fantastic. One thing I couldn't eat in China. Chendol look like it's very similar to chendol actually.
Still there, I'll
Yeah.
keep going until someone
We'll leave it
removes
there. So you can go.
I have issues.
Durian, I know, right? Whiskey. Yeah, this is durian. Red beans. Hi Lings, you're having it wrong, alright? I love red beans.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
one time I was like 7, so that doesn't count.
Okay, I won't count that one.
One time was like 10 years ago. That doesn't count either. I was at a wedding.
Oh really?
I was like the only vegetarian.
We're doing a little tour around here later, right?
Yeah, you should,
Yeah.
you should do a
one
tour.
out, one dish out. It's like that big. But everyone else had like a massive platter.
Probably for the kitchen,
Bring
should
you
we
one out.
like
I
pop in
might
the
have
kitchen and show them around a bit, or are you?
Brought another.
I'll go and
Yeah, chop chop.
I'll talk to them, let them know. I'll get them ready.
I'm getting one
Okay,
for
so my-
everyone. They're getting
picture.
I interested.
Yeah.
And then afterwards the bride was like, oh, I'm so hungry. I didn't get to eat. So I was like, I'll eat you. So I ordered a whole plate of the dry wonton noodles. I was vegetarian, so I had a vegetarian. Ate all of that, and I still had this really tight, like, formal dress on at the wedding.
Yeah.
She's actually sharing with her friend, and I was like, oh. We're getting the cab to go back to the hotel, to the Shangri-La, and I'm like,
Where is it?
just
In
make this,
Sydney?
it was in Hong Kong for my cousin's wedding, and I just all of a sudden I must have turned green, and the taxi driver was like, we stepped on it, swooled up the ramp, and I ran into the lobby, and I was like, bathroom. She comes with me, she's like, I'll go and zip your dress. So I was like,
Ate too
how much
much.
food I ate.
Ate too much.
And the dress was like so tight as well. So I put on like 5 kilos when we went to Indonesia for the wedding.
Oh, you're
I
kidding.
had like 2 different ones.
Oh.
You can see my photos, like
Oh,
my
really?
hair
What do
is
you mean?
like chunked out.
What do you mean at the bowl? What do you,
And it
what do
hasn't
you
happened
mean at the
again.
bowl? Bun
What's that?
Soup.
What do you mean by bong bo wei? Oh, bong bo wei.
Bong bo wei.
Yeah, that's just another dish. It's another the spicy dish. That
right,
it's like
yeah,
another spicy noodle.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
the one with the pig's trotter or something.
Yeah,
like
correct.
that.
Yeah, that one. Yes.
I know it because post hashtag 2166 guys. Look up hashtag 2166. It's a marketing campaign with yours truly in it. All right, and I knew about all this because of that. But I didn't eat it because it's got pig's trotter in it.
Yeah.
But I did kind of like learn a little bit
Yeah.
about
But if you want,
Vietnamese
what they
food.
can sometimes they can do is you have the same soup base, but you put it in seafood. You put seafood in it, so at least you get the taste of the soup. Because the main thing is the soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to have the pig's trotter and stuff.
But do they make the soup with pork buns?
Oh, maybe.
Just
maybe.
noticed that now.
What's that?
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. I feel so good and so bad as eating way too much food. I know, right? Okay, cool. Right here.
So what's that?
Yeah, let's.
Ready?
Yeah, so we'll do a tour around here.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna switch the camera around. So give me a couple of seconds while I do that, guys, because I've got a flap over. But we're gonna turn the camera to point the other direction and just give you guys a bit of a tour of the restaurant. All right. So let me just grab this. Okay. Whoops, that's my phone. Let me just do. Okay. So there you go. Why is my phone ringing? Is that all right? So again, this is Tanya. There's Terry. There's Colin. All right. Oh my goodness. Look. So this is the restaurant front, and it's a rainy day here in Sydney, which is really unusual because Sydney is usually beautiful one day and perfect the next. And these are the shoes. All right. There you go.
I'll get someone to come.
Okay, cool.
Ivy.
And this is the restaurant, okay? Number 1 Vietnamese phở. Okay, more shoes. There you go. And this is the kitchen. All right. You can see people working in the kitchen. There you go. And Joe's. Okay, the shoes mean nothing to me.
It will mean something when I buy you your first pair of Air Jordans jacket. You go along with the Satay Boys t-shirt that I promised you.
Yeah. I'll have a Satay Boys t-shirt, and you can have one of my Jackie M t-shirts. All right, cool. So there you go. Let's just see.
Just a pho, our number 1 dish. It's coming out right now.
Yeah, there you go. A nice. I know, right? There you go. Okay, let's mount this back over here.
Just for the right occasion.
Okay, let me just flap this up again. Give me a second. Okay, let's bring this up and switch this around again. There you go. We're back. There you go, guys. Seen it up. I love pho. Doesn't everyone? I know, right? Why in the restaurant is boots on the wall?
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Joe again.
Joey, yeah,
Your
you
shoe
get any
question
questions?
again.
Yeah, what's the question?
Someone's sitting on you. Andre's sitting on you, Tanya. Are you looking
Oh,
for?
I'm looking for some
There you go. You're getting picked up, Tanya.
Oh, Tanya.
Okay, Hai Ling, see you.
Send all gifts
What about
to
Terry?
media.
Come on, just got a new haircut.
Thanks, Joey.
Feel free to send gifts to this
Yeah,
restaurant.
feel free.
Yeah. So Joey, why is the restaurant with the question?
The boots.
Why is
are
the boots on the wall?
On the wall.
Why is the sneakers on the wall?
Why are the sneakers on the wall? It's just a passion of mine. So I wanted to create something that is different, out of the ordinary. Obviously, being at a Vietnamese restaurant, you probably think, what's Air Jordan sneakers got to do with Vietnamese food, right? But once again, it's a passion of mine. I've been collecting these for years, and I like to see it.
So are they all your size?
To me, it's art, so I like to see it on the wall when I go to work. So, yeah.
Is it all in your size or just
It beats being in the shoebox, getting cobwebs and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
many people like to collect shoes and put a little shoe box and they don't get to see it.
yeah, to me, it's just eye candy. Like, what better to come to a Vietnamese restaurant, eat some good food, and marvel at my, Air Jordan gallery.
He's actually getting attention too from the basketball players.
Yeah.
Is that right?
NBL.
Yeah, I met a couple of NBL legends.
NBL is Australian basketball.
Yeah, Australian National Basketball League.
Ooh.
Because we had a little conversation about the restaurant one day. We were like, what do you want to do to the shop? This is time. Let's do something to the restaurant. And the question that we asked is, what do you love the most? And he goes, obviously he loves making pho. And we go, what else do you love? And he goes, he loves his Air Jordans. So we thought, okay, so you'll be the happiest person in the world if you go to work and you get to wear your Jordans, you get to see your Jordans every day.
Yeah, so Colin gave me the idea, he, not even the idea, he just made me feel like, what's stopping you? You know what I mean? So it
That's
was
clever.
pretty much the lighter or the match, and he sparked it up, and I never looked back from there, and here we are, from idea to...
So I'm a bit struck right now because I'm looking outside the window and it looks like a hurricane is going on. People's crossing the road and they're flying. The
Is that
umbrellas,
right?
umbrellas are going crazy. Sorry, I've lost a little bit of attention on this one, but
Oh, we're nice and safe in here.
It's alright.
I'll just stick around till it's over.
With all the Vietnamese fruit shakes, we got it covered in here.
Oh wow.
Drowning
Oh,
in
you
Wish I had
got one
like
of those?
Yeah, we wanted to show what you as a dessert. As a dessert.
Good.
I've never had it before.
You never had this?
You go strong, Tanya.
Tried this other thing where you go to like a shop and you choose different toppings.
You never had that before?
yeah.
I've had that one.
Yeah.
Jackie, will you like one?
Okay. I'm good. Yeah. I just had a durian.
You
and a
can do
coffee.
it.
actually she did have an iced coffee and a durian
Yeah, I
shake.
know, right?
Be a man.
Be
you
a friend.
Can do it.
Be a friend.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, if you're interested in seeing more of Tanya, right? Let me know. No,
You
but
find her here at Meoi.
She'll be a regular here.
You'll find her here at
That's a new
Meoi.
gig.
What is it?
Oh,
Monday,
yeah.
Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday night. 4 nights a week.
Book me in and I'll be here. I'll be making guest appearances.
Please give me a call first. Please give me a call
Send
first.
gifts. Follow me on Instagram, Breakup and Makeup.
Breakup and Makeup is
Wow, what a name. Breakup
is
and
Tanya's
Makeup Instagram.
yeah. And by the way, Mẹ Ui's Instagram is called Phơ Mẹ Ui, right? Yeah, Phơ Mẹ Ui, PHO Mẹ Ui.
Yep.
All right, so look that up on Instagram because I had some trouble finding it originally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Satay Boys is just Satay Boys.
Yeah.
Just Satay Boys on Instagram. Yeah, but yeah, so Tanya does makeup. So she actually sings as well. Would you believe?
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
I karaoke. There's a big difference.
That's how we actually started. She actually challenged me to a karaoke sing-off. She challenged me and Alvin Kwa from MasterChef to a karaoke
Oh, we still
sing-off.
haven't done it.
I know we never did it.
But you know what? Colin is actually a very good karaoke singer over here. And rapper. Slash rapper. Regulate Warren G. Check it out, my homeboy Coles over
No,
here.
actually, one day we're gonna get you to rap because yesterday you rapped on the streets with Satay boys, and I was
I'm gonna need a couple of bottles of soju before we before we venture in, but yeah.
Those shoes cost thousands. Alright, I wouldn't even know. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh god.
We've got many talents around here,
Oh,
Jackie.
you know, I hear those are.
Jump on stage.
Oh yeah.
Like that,
Actually,
couple thousand
he's
people.
right. Whoever it is, he's right.
Yeah, you
A
have?
few times, yeah. But I didn't do whole songs or anything.
That's adventurous.
I did like just guest appearance.
Yeah. Alright.
What else is unique in Vietnamese cuisine distinguishes itself from Asian cuisine? What is unique? You know what, Andre, I noticed with the Vietnamese is
spice.
they eat a lot of bean sprouts.
Oh yeah, and the
Really?
meats, and the meats, a lot of different, the greens.
Yeah, a lot of
lot of
greens, lettuce, right?
Different
a lot of,
herbs in the salad.
Yeah, all the
even
herbs.
in that.
yeah,
The herbs.
This
Yeah.
one.
The Vietnamese herbs, yeah.
yeah.
It's not the normal.
Yeah.
No, it's the herbs. Yeah.
A lot of stuff, like
Vietnamese
even
food
the-
is just tasty, downright tasty,
and very healthy.
fresh healthy.
Very
healthy.
Very healthy.
And,
a lot
and
of
fresh is the
Yeah.
word.
And one thing I notice about the Viet, because you see me do my cooking demos, right? And I always cheat. I'll say, oh, you do is the shortcut to doing this. The Vietnamese, it seems like they don't believe in shortcuts. You go to Cabramatta, they like to make everything from scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, a lot of Malaysians, they'll just
Yeah.
use a curry paste nowadays. So curry sauce, they buy a bottle, a can of curry sauce, and they mix it in, they make the
Yeah.
chicken curry like that. The Vietnamese don't do that. They make everything from scratch.
Yeah.
Very healthy. You go to Cabramatta in Sydney, all right? You look at the Vietnamese people, they're all skinny. They don't have any like, body fat. It's really...
Except this one right here. I eat a lot of burgers and that. I'm Australian, yeah.
But one thing they do is like they eat. I didn't even realize because I only know because of this marketing campaign I did for like 2166. A lot of the stuff they eat, they wrap it with salad, alright? So even though the food is already very salady, you usually get like a bowl of different types of salad and herbs and all that. And you don't realize it, but you're supposed to wrap those all the food that comes with it in the salad itself.
Yeah.
It's like the Vietnamese banh xeo.
banh xeo, yeah, the pancake.
Yeah, the
Correct.
pancake, right? I used to order the pancake and just eat it like with a knife and fork and then just dip it in the fish sauce. But you're supposed to actually break up the pancake and take a little bit of it and wrap it in like a lettuce
Correct.
thing.
Oh my god, you are?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
And
You're
then you
supposed-
dip it in the fish
So
sauce.
you
You
get
dip it
like
in the
this
fish sauce. So
salad.
you put it in
like,
a roll.
yeah, you're supposed
Still
to
eating
put
it
the
all
piece.
this time
I
later.
know. All these years, right? You're supposed to put the pancake piece in here, roll it up, and then dip the whole thing in the fish
Correct.
sauce.
That's why they give us the
Yeah, all that
Correct.
salad. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know,
correct.
right?
this for. I don't know.
I know. And you usually you just leave it,
That's
right?
the
You're
very, I
supposed-
just
yeah.
leave it because I'm like, I don't know what the hell that is. Why do they give us that?
Yeah. I love the side salads, also the pickled radish. Yeah. Are they good salads? Yeah, they're fantastic. But it's the herbs that really make it. Like
Yeah.
they use like the Vietnamese mint and all that.
Yeah.
What fish dish do you recommend the most? How's a Vietnamese curry different from a Malaysian curry? Terry, you can answer that. Terry actually has some association with Malaysia because he goes there every couple of years.
Malaysian curry, I think, is definitely more creamy. It's
Okay.
even more, much more coconutty creamy.
Right.
Like they're very similar to Thai, whereas the Vietnamese is more towards the
More towards the Indian spicy,
spicier.
a lot of spice,
There you go.
And not as thick, And
and they use lemongrass and ginger.
yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's more red. That
I've
reddish.
never had a
Yeah.
Vietnamese curry actually. That's good to know. That's a good
I
question.
didn't even know it existed.
Pretty good.
I'm really terrible at it. I think I'm a really good eater, but obviously I'm not.
No. All right. Training.
The okay, what fish dish do you recommend the most?
Fish? Look at this guy.
It's the caramelized fish, which is really nice.
Oh yeah, the caramel,
Yeah.
the call.
To me, you can't go past, if you're talking about Vietnamese fish, you can't go past bacon with like,
That's fried. That's fried fish.
yeah, deep fry,
Flounder.
deep fried flounder, yeah, deep fried
Alright.
flounder or something.
With the salt and
Top,
pepper.
yeah, salt and
Okay.
pepper, top with plenty of shallots and stuff. It's just, you can't go wrong.
Okay, there you go. Deep fried flounder
Yeah.
with salt and pepper. Salt and pepper is actually quite easy to.
Oh yeah,
to-
salt and pepper is the.
But the Vietnamese love the
You
salt
go.
and pepper. You got the salt and pepper chicken ribs,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper chicken ribs. These are
chicken
actual
ribs?
chicken ribs.
Yeah, chicken ribs.
Yeah. What?
And then you got some,
And salt and pepper prawns.
and then you got Sari boys, which
chickens
is
have
the
ribs.
glue.
Oh yeah, she said chicken didn't have ribs. She didn't know chicken had ribs. And then she said that in public. She realised the mistake.
I was thinking of the big chunky barbecue.
Yeah,
It's not
you know,
I know.
people are so used to drumstick and the wings,
Yeah.
but ribs is one of those things that is so overlooked. But the meat is so tender,
Yeah, there's
and
no
it's just
fat.
there's no fat. It's just beautiful. Falls off the bone. It's just unbelievable.
There you
Really is
go.
good.
Chicken
And I don't
rib.
really
Chicken
I don't eat
ribs, everybody.
Chicken
Underrated.
Yeah, and with satay boy sauce.
Yes, Highlinks. Yeah, mobile.
Sade boys is
Jackie,
the
on
blue
this
of,
restaurant,
of
super
blue
easy
food.
fish dish. Basa kabayaki, real cheap too since it's basa. Basa kabayaki. What's kabayaki? I don't even know what kabayaki is. No, must sounds Japanese.
Japanese.
Doesn't it? Oh, cool. Yeah, this is not refreshing properly. Cool. Any other questions, guys? Yeah.
Oh, Jackie, one of the questions that we always get asked is, firstly, of course, actually on the streets, what are the questions that we get usually on this?
Japanese
On this,
food.
Where is it made?
oh, well,
Where
first
is
is
it made?
always where is it made? Because so many of the satay made in Vietnam and China.
Oh, China.
China, plenty.
Ah,
And then,
Yeah.
and they're concerned about health, of course.
Ah.
Yeah, and then once it's Australia, it's like, really? And then they check it out. And then they see that there's no, that was another, is the MSGs in there, preservatives,
Colouring.
colouring, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
As it says on the jar.
yeah, ours has got nothing.
There you go.
So
all
another,
fresh.
another thing as well is
Made in Australia, guys.
Yeah.
No preservatives, no colouring, no MSG.
if you know your satay, so you can go to an Asian grocery shop and look for other satays on the market as well. What you should do is look what's in the content. Look at what's in the jar.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So if you look at ours, you can see that we've got chili. You can see the content in there. There's a lot of them out there that look like, to be honest,
Mud.
mud.
Nothing much.
Right.
Like there's no, I don't know how long it's been sitting there for, but
Okay.
just go out there and have a look for yourself, and
Yeah.
you'll see.
Okay.
And taste the difference.
Tasty.
Taste the difference.
But the other thing too is I think some of them they've got a lot of oil.
Isn't that
So a lot of them will have 50% oil. So they'll have that much of content and then the
I don't
rest
know.
of
I'm just,
Okay,
I'm just
okay.
throwing it in.
So look at this, all right. So some of the, see the ones that you get on the shelves usually are mass produced in factories, all right. This one is actually made in this restaurant itself, okay. So it's all made with like
handmade
All
with love.
handmade.
handmade with
all
love.
hand, all
Every
handmade
single
with love,
jar is
all right?
handmade.
These hands.
Those hands.
I like MSG. Yeah, whiskey. You and me both. You know me and my love affair with MSG. I like
You can mix it with MSG if you really want it.
Yeah. Hey, whiskey. Throw some chicken powder in yours. All right. I once ordered pho for my colleague. Completely forgot to let them know. Make sure the sliced fresh ground beef are completely cooked. Good aroma to my colleague's horror. The raw meat was the first thing she saw. She asked if they'd forgotten to cook her food.
Oh really?
White people. Oh my god. The best thing about pho is the rare beef, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When in Vietnamese cuisine is use
all in the
mushrooms.
stock.
Yeah, they use mushrooms in Vietnamese food.
Yeah.
They use
Yeah,
mushrooms.
yeah.
Yeah. A lot of mushrooms. Yeah.
Especially in the stir fry.
Yeah. So like Vietnamese food, like Malaysian food, also a lot of influence from China and those are like surrounding cultures, right? Yeah. So Vietnam is in Southeast Asia. I always tell you guys, because I pitch myself as a Southeast Asian expert now. Expert is a bit of a stretch. I prefer my beef moving. Yeah. Don't need but yeah, Southeast Asia is like Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Indonesia, Singapore, Brunei, Myanmar,
Philippines. you said that?
Philippines. Yeah, that's it.
I think
Right. Yeah. So those are Southeast Asian countries. So there are a lot of crossovers with our cuisines, but also a lot of distinct differences as well. Like I said, the Vietnamese are a lot healthier, really. You know? The way they eat their food, they eat a lot of greens, a lot of like a lot of salad ingredients, right? Yeah, I've actually been to Vietnam myself. Loved it there. I see. I've never been to Vietnam. There you go.
You definitely need to go to Vietnam.
You reckon? You
I've never
reckon?
been before.
Hop on a little scooter. It's nice. Crossing the road is an experience.
Why?
Just walk. Don't look, just walk, but they will avoid you.
Because there's a lot of scooters and motorcycles going around.
Oh, it's like same as Indonesia.
Yeah, very similar, but
It's on a whole nother level.
When I was there.
Vietnam is on a whole nother level.
Like 6 rows, all scooters, and all the family are like on top. I'm like, oh my god.
Similar but worse.
They transport cows and stuff through the motorbike.
No.
A guy holding a fridge.
Holding a pig. Holding a pig and 2 child at the front. I'm
I'll
serious.
just never cross the street. I'll just keep going along.
The trick about crossing the street is
Just don't go backwards.
the way I can say is control chaos.
Yeah.
So just as long as you don't step in front of those scooters, they'll see you. Just make the eye contact, and they normally go around you from behind, and you just keep crossing.
I know like some people stick their hands out and just like walk.
No cars, just motorbikes. Pretty
See
crazy.
that?
If you're gonna stand there and wait to cross the road,
I
you're
just
gonna be
wait. I wait till someone else does, and I like scurry behind them.
Yeah,
That's smart. That's
very
smart.
smart.
That's smart.
But you still both gonna be
Because
knocked
they
out.
can sense my
I think
feet.
I heard a little stat from someone. 10 million people live in Saigon. There are 20 million motorbikes. That's funny.
Yeah, every one person's got 2.
All right, guys. So we're gonna make one last pitch about the Satay Boys. Okay, giveaway. We're offering across the month of November
Yeah.
4 sets of these. All right. We're gonna send it anywhere. All right. Whether I know my Twitch audience has been frustrated by some of my recent giveaways because they're geographically limited. These guys are very generous. They're offering to send it anywhere, all right? So I'm not going to hold it against you if you're in America, all right? But you're going to get 3 of each of these Satay Boys. This is the original hot satay. And this is the mild one that only got released over this weekend, just passed, all right? So you guys will be among the first in the world to try this. And satay is a Vietnamese hot, kind of like a Malaysian sambal, but Vietnamese, all right? So it goes with everything. I was under the impression it only goes with like soupy noodles, but apparently no, you can use it everywhere. Yeah. Okay, Hai Ling, see you later. So we're gonna get 3 bottles, 3 jars, each of the hot and the mild in a box. And there'll be 4 lucky winners. The only criteria is you need to follow me on Twitch. If you're watching this anywhere else, go follow me on Twitch, with twitch.tv/JackieMFood, alright? So over the next few broadcasts, I'm going to be like randomly drawing winners, and you just got to put up your hand and say, I'm here, okay? So you can't cheat and just follow me and expect to win if you're not around, okay? You have to watch out. And again, just to run through everyone, this is Tanya. Tanya was an early co-host of mine on Twitch, right? Back when you guys weren't watching, I bet. And these are the Satay Boys themselves, the 3 guys, alright? And that's Joe, who's the owner of Me'oi, this restaurant that we're eating at.
Yeah.
And there's Terry, he's the financial guru, the Anthony Robbins of finance here in Australia.
I'm the nerd videographer.
There's the techie, the nerd videographer.
He's the real Fusion. They call
Find
him.
me on Fusion Pixels on YouTube.
Yeah, Fusion Pixels on YouTube. Go and look at his adventure videos, right? And Terry's URL again?
Yeah, thefreedomtrader.com.
Thefreedomtrader.com. So all 3 of them are Satay Boys on Instagram. SATEBOYZ, Satay Boys. All right. Sorry, I keep pronouncing it wrong. And and for Me'oi. And yeah, Andre, thank you so much for hanging around, guys. We're gonna wrap it up here. All right. Thanks so much for hanging around, guys. Really
Thank
cool
you.
for you guys,
Thanks,
to.
guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks,
Yeah. All right. Thanks for
Had a lot of
watching.
fun.
Yeah. If I can figure out how to kill this, I'm using a new app here. Okay. Here you go. Thanks, guys. See you later. Ciao. Ciao.